Hello everyone. This is Blast Art, and today we will continue our manga chapter review 94 part 2. Gather up everyone. The review will be starting very soon. Alright guys, this time everything is set. I have pre downloaded the chapter so we can enjoy it together. Without further ado, let's get right into the chapter review. Alright guys, if you remember the chapter we left it at Needle Star performing this very powerful and superior attacks and getting rid of the tiger level monsters. As we can see, he is very proficient in handling his weapon, the heavy steel ball with the spikes. Very skilled guys, as you can see, he is turning it around and attacking the monsters left and right. And the next panel we can see Evil Eggs, tiger level monster, Evil Eggs trying to attack Needle Star. What a pathetic weapon. Now watch me swing it back to the picture. He has like this kind of baseball fit. Of course, Needle Star throws the weapon. To the surprise of the monster, the weapon of Needle Star was actually very proficient and very powerful. He was able to smash not only Evil Eggs, the tiger level monster, but every other monsters that were lining up behind him. As we can see guys here, he is very proficient at Alright guys, he is like swinging the chains around and very skillfully able to take many tiger level monsters. Again, Needle Star continues with his skillful attacks. As you can see guys, he has a lot of mastery with the trajectory of his weapon, Morning Star. After defeating the multiple tiger level monsters, Needle Star like brings back the weapon to his feet, as we can see here guys in the chapter. The next page, guys, reveal a very violent attack by Needle Star that he was able to take down not one, not two, but multiple tiger level monsters. The upcoming support attack hero is Captain Mizuki. As we can see here, guys, she is like giving herself a little bit of slaps. She wants to be ready for attacking the monsters. Let's move on to the next, guys, panel. So what the Captain Mizuki does is she brings out this whistle. She give it to Sekingal, and Sekingal like prepares himself to blow the whistle as she telling him, Coach Sekingar. He is surprised like he got a whistle. Can you blow it for me? And as she like doing some stretches and things like that, she say, game on. As Captain Mizuki explains the support team hero, she is telling him the whistle actually get me on the zone. Ready. So this is what she tells herself in lane number 1, Captain Mizuki, as she gets ready to, of course, prove herself as a very worthy support team member. Of course, without further ado, Captain Mizuki like starts running, and as she says, first event starting running toward the monsters. As we can see here, guys, she has a lot of medal, like a very decorated athlete. So this is what Captain Mizuki does. She pulls out her extending pole, and then she jumps over the monsters, and then she says, second event. She turns the jumping pole into a javelin, and she like pierces a monster with it. We can see, guys, that the weapon that Captain Mizuki has is capable of taking a lot of different shapes. Of course, as Captain Mizuki grabs the weapon from the handle, it was actually still pierced in the monster, and then she performs these very powerful swings. Of course, as we can see here, she is very athletic, was able to swing like this weapon around, destroying in the process a lot of monsters. Of course, Captain Mizuki continues her assault, hammer throw. As we can see here, guys, the her weapon goes through a lot of monsters. Great job, gang. But however, she is tackled by these watermelon, they could be wolf monsters. Of course, they will not be capable of doing any harm to Mizuki. As we can see here, they were only capable of tripping her. Alright, guys, move on to the next panel. Alright, this is where we see Captain Mizuki puts one in between her thighs, and also she tried to squeeze another one with her hands. Again, some wolf to low, very low demon level monsters try to stomp her with their feet. However, they were unable to, because swiftly, as we can see here, guys, the S-Class hero Super Alloy Darkshine does not break a sweat in destroying the monsters. You've got great muscles. He easily like protect her. He's just swinging his hand and like he's destroying 2 to 3 monsters, tiger level at best. Captain Mizuki explains that the only thing I know besides track and field is grappling. Of course, Captain Mizuki was able to forcefully grab those watermelon tiger level demons and destroy them without any sweat. Here we can see Aloy Darkshine trying to give her like some kind of an advice, like he's telling her try not to overwork your muscles. And then Captain Mizuki replies, just telling him like I'll do my best to conserve my stamina like you. This was actually, guys, a very long chapter. Now we are introduced to the C class, rank 66, Food Battler Futotsu. As we can see here, guys, despite his physique, Food Battler is actually very skilled at evading the monster attacks. He is very nimble, he is very swift. Even like the master commands and telling him you are surprisingly agile for a fatty, faster than expected, I can't land the hit. We can see here, guys, despite the monsters and their fierce attack, they were not able to even land one attack on this C class Food Battler. Alright, guys, let us continue our review. We see here also the other support team member that we are seeing. His name is Strange Binding Shell. This is C class rank 1. As we can see, guys, here he is using his ropes as binding. We could say that he is very proficient at using the art of rope. This is actually reminded me of, if you guys are fans of the manga Baki, there is a character that will be debuting very soon. His name is the very legendary Musashi. As we can see, guys, Musashi also has this art of rope. Very powerful and very skilled art, like to bind the enemy with very powerful ropes. Alright, the chat now moves on to Gearsper, as he is very surrounded by multiple monsters from every direction. This is what Gearsper said. Oh, it's so good, I'm not feeling it today, please activate your self-psychic ability. And then we see that these monsters are evaporated, they are destroyed. However, there is a little surprise to this, because the ones who destroyed the monsters is not Gearsper. They were A class rank 4 Bushy Drill and the disciples of Atomic Samurai. Gearsper actually thought he did activate his psychic abilities, but he was unable to. Okomaitachi actually comments and says, that kid, what is he doing squatting over there? Bushy Drills telling her ignore him. Well, good thing they were there to protect him. Alright, now one of the few cool characters that we are seeing in this support team member. We can see that there is some kind of monster who is chasing down Sekingar. Sekingar is actually surprised. He is saying, oh, it's coming this way. So we see this hero putting his left hand on the left shoulder of Sekingar and telling him, out of my way. Alright, guys, for those who do not know, this hero is actually Poison, C class rank 300. Alright, giving his name, his capabilities must be using the poison. We see here, guys, that he swift with his little weapon. So Poison explains that this poison is not going to kill it. However, it's deep enough. I laced it with extreme poison. I'm sorry, I mean this attack will not be able to kill it. A single cut with the knife is guaranteed kill. As we can see, guys, the monster, like, it seems to be a little bit like affected with the monster. Not a little bit, very much affected with the monster. We can see here, like, we just need to kill them. There is no need to be flashy. I actually agree with this. Speaking of why are you here if you can't fight at all, you're turning yourself into the biggest burden. I kind of agree here with Poison. However, Sekingal is not just here like because he is a burden, because he also genuine and want to help the support team, executive staff member. I'm speechless. We see here that for those actually guys who do not know, Sekingar had an accident. I actually saw this in a bonus chapter when I was reading. Like guys, I'm rereading the One Punch Man manga right now, so I can like awaken my knowledge once again. Uh, what happens to Sekingal is his eye were actually hurt in his job, during his job as an executive member, and actually his wife was actually a lot concerned about him and asked him like to stop his hero activities. However, he did not stop his hero activity, but he is still have a lot of high respect for his wife. We see here he is using executive beam, but I don't think guys is gonna have a lot of effect on this weak monster. Alright guys, let's carry on. This is actually one of the most amazing chapters guide to review. Okay, so we see here that the attack of Sekingar executive beam actually didn't do a lot of damage. However, the one that did the huge effect was the poison from the knife of the C-class hero, rank 300. We see here how is that I can fight too. Actually, I wanted to become a hero myself. I even have the accomplishment of taking the entrance exam in secret, failing to prove it. You call that an accomplishment? Like we see here also Poison, like turning his eyes on the right and seeing the other heroes. Shadow Ring, Foot Battler Futotsi, and Twin Tail. Everybody is not injured, everybody else is not injured. They were capable of defeating these low-level monsters. Well, they are the support team, they can do at least that much. Alright, we can also see here a lot of heroes like making their comments. Captain Mizuki is saying, we'll finish it over here too. Atomic Samurai, piece of cake. Zombie Man, he's telling them so far this is piece of cake. Also, Narcisstoic, he was able to defeat a lot of low-level monsters. He is telling what a beautiful victory. Flashy Flash actually is saying something doesn't feel right. The enemies are too weak, and he is right about this. And we will discover the reason why the enemies are very weak very soon, guys. We see here Child Emperor. They knew the fathers stood no chance, but they sent them anyway. I wonder why. I can't just be to tire us out. Yes, they could be just to tire you out, but however, as the strategist Gyro like affirmed in many chapters, that now she is trying like to test the heroes to gauge them, to know their abilities and things like that. Crescent Moon, the support team hero, is telling them keep your guard down, they're still coming. Alright, so now we have a lot of other monsters that are still coming, and this is actually guys for Gyro and the others to devise a very powerful strategies in order to counter the heroes and the S-class. We see here guys that there is a huge line of monsters that keep coming their way. These guys are like made to very powerful tiger level monsters. They can be easily dispatched. However, Gyro is putting these monsters like a frontal to analyze the abilities of the S class. Feathers a bit of an upgrade, huh? Of course, Needle Star has something to say as well. Come on, I'll show them. Lord Needle Star of the Hero Association really is. And then, guys, we see this very powerful monster, like attacking the other monsters from the back of the line, left and right. I will amplify the picture so we can see it. We are, guys, discussing about this monster, the Rhino looking monster. Alright, guys, this monster is Rhino Wrestler. Alright, as we can see, like the other low level monsters are paving the way for him in order for him to face against the support team and the S class. Alright, guys, this is where things get really interesting. From the previous battle, we were like showing a lot of weak monsters. However, this time we are going to see a very beautiful battle between very powerful demon level monsters and the other support team heroes and the S class. Alright, guys, let's continue this amazing chapter. Alright, we see here Orochi. This is what Rhino Wrestler has to say. Orochi, the cadres, they blow their chances to show these brainless heroes that got lured here. I, Rhino Wrestler, with... I'm sorry, guys. I, Rhino Wrestler, will dispatch them all. Alright, guys, I was drinking a little bit of water. Let's carry on with the chapter. Okay, so the first one that is getting prepared to face the demon level Rhino Wrestler is none other than Needle Star. We see here Jet Knight's guy looks like a confident fellow. Everybody watch out. Of course, Needle Star takes this very seriously. He puts on his suit, and this is what he said. Ever since I got out of the Fubuki group for arguing with other group members, I've been waiting an opportunity like this to show them what I'm capable of. Okay, so this is actually a very new piece of information. We do know now that an ex-Fubuki group member. Alright, so he is preparing to show the others what he is really capable of. Here we go. Alright, guys, and the battle begins. Needle Star charges toward Wrestler Rhino. No time to waste. I'm going to charge head on. Okay? So, what we see next is take this killer move, Violence Star. Alright, guys, as we mentioned in the previous chapter, Needle Star is very proficient with using his weapon. As we can see here, he used a very powerful flashy attack, Violence Star. Let's see how this will affect the demon level. Alright, so even like Needle Star is surprised here, Rhino Wrestler was able to deflect his attack like with his very powerful horn. And then he charged toward Needle Star, destroying him in the process. Crescent Moon says Needle Star like they are worried about him. However, guys, this is very interesting. It seems that Wrestler Rhino is not trying to kill the heroes. He is only trying to measure his power against the heroes. Alright, guys, we see here he attack Needle Star, rendering him unable to move. Of course, the heroes, the support team heroes also get in the way. Violence Star, 25 points. I believe that the demon monster Wrestler Rhino is trying to, like I said before, guys, gauge their powers and to determine how powerful everyone really is. Alright, Captain Mizuki joins the attack. We see here she jumps over the support team as Needle Star smiles. I'm not sure, guys, Needle Star smiles because Captain Mizuki was able to enter the scene and take tag along, or because he said 25 points. Okay. Uh, with the help of Needle Star, the weapon of Needle Star, the Morning Star, was able to retract its spikes, and now we have the fourth event. Captain Mizuki, of course, this support team, they have to prove themselves before the S class. Shot put, she attacks Wrestler Rhino with a very powerful shot. Let's see, guys, what will happen in the next panel. Of course, Wrestler Rhino dispatches the attack and defend with his powerful horn like nothing happened. Even like Captain Music is surprised. He telling her 30 points. So, guys, if we make a comparison, we see here that Captain Mizuki was able to perform a more powerful attack than Needle Star. We see here he of course he uses the mirror force. If you guys know Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm sure of a lot of us are aware of how the mirror force works. It's a trap card. Like the attack is redirected right into the face of Mizuki. However, as we can see here, we can see like the weapon of Needle Star is whirling around and like changing trajectory. Of course, we can thank the very professional Needle Star with handling his weapon. Also, we can see here that the wrestling Rhino is not over with the attack. He trying to charge for another kill for Captain Mizuki. However, Needle Star was able to save her, like he grabbed her from the hand and swinged her in the safe area. Alright, so thanks. Like she slaps the shoulder of Needle Star. This is what Mizuki said. Like Needle Star told her that hurt. Everybody get back. This guy is really strong. And as Needle Star was telling everyone to get back, we see this very powerful shot, like someone is attacking from behind. Alright, guys. The one attacking from behind is none other than One Shotter. And this is actually very surprising because Wrestler Rhino is very powerful. Like his horns were so much powerful, they were able to deflect the fire attacks of the sniper. We can see here, guys, that even One Shotter is actually very surprised. I thought I could shoot through its horn and bullets will enter between his eyes. However, despite the very powerful attack of One Shotter, it was harder than he expected. Aim for the heart, you dumb, stupid. This is what Needle Star said to him. Then Wrestler Rhino actually explains that sniper shot, well, let's say 15 points. I don't know how exactly he's gauging the attack, but we can tell that the attack of Mizuki and Needle Star were actually more powerful than the attack of the sniper, One Shotter. And then, guys, we see Wrestler Rhino actually charges toward One Shotter. I've been training day and night. This is what Wrestler Rhino has to say about this. In order to become the world's strongest, in order to prove I am the strongest, the singular desire is enough to keep burning. We see here, guys, Jet Nice Guy attacking him. However, it is in vain. Of course, Shadow Ring tried to attack. However, also another attack in vain. He gives Shadow Ring 10 points. Like, despite her being ninja, but she is kinda weaker than the other monsters. I'm sorry, guys, than the other support team heroes. This is what she said. Half-acid attacks won't do anything. It's coming towards you. As the Wrestler Rhino continue his charge. Hey, stop running. Come and fight me. I'll give each and everyone a score. Like I told you guys before, Wrestler Rhino does not care about killing the hero. He is just testing his might against them. Well, if he accidentally killed someone, he will not care about that. All right, this is, guys, where the chapter gets very interesting. As Wrestler Rhino charges, he charges toward E-Iron, the A-Class rank 2. And We do believe that he is a very powerful disciple of Atomic Samurai. Let's see, guys, what E-Iron is capable of against this. Alright, guys, this very beautiful shot revealing how E-Iron was capable of stopping the charge of the Rhino. This is, guys, what why I love the One Punch Man manga, and I'm always like wanting to read it and review it. Like you can see in this panel right here, you can already hear the charge of Wrestler Rhino as the attack is being stopped, and you can actually, guys, imagine like in your mind the sound of E-Iron as he slides in his attempt to stop the attack of Wrestler Rhino. Look, guys, look how beautiful this shot is. Okay, we do know that E-Iron is a very powerful S-Class. He is rank 2, just behind Handsomely Handsome Mask. Let's see, guys, how he will fare against Wrestler Rhino. Okay, we can see that E-Iron is actually very powerful because he was able to stop the attack of the wrestler. Okay, like even the Wrestler Rhino is surprised. He's telling him 69 points. This is, guys, the difference in power. We cannot take this like very seriously. However, the way of testing the power of different heroes can indicate how powerful each and everyone is. We see here like the double hole, and the other heroes are actually very surprised. He said E-Iron has stopped his advance. Let's gang up on him. Alright, guys, this is actually the chance for the heroes to gang up on the demon level and see what happens. The first one to attack was Jet Nice guy, Ultimate Jet Straight. However, it didn't do anything. The other guy, Double Hole, the guy who like sneezes very powerful like energy like attacks. Of course, nothing happens. Crescent Moon also uses his attack, Crescent consecutive slashes. E-Iron also attacks. Narcisstoic, of course, uses his own attack as well, Rose American Sack. However, guys, like even with the fact they did actually gang up on him, Wrestler Rhino is actually a very powerful demon level. He was able to dispatch all of them just like that. Like we can see here, even Twin Tail has tried to attack. We see here, like he's given Twin Tail 9 points, 20 points for Shadowing, maybe 2 points, I'm not sure. 12 points for the guy with the plants. I actually forgot his name, I'm sorry, guys. And 18 points for Narcisstoic. We see, guys, here that the heroes are actually launched back. Gears per commands is telling them that this is very powerful. We see here, guys, Wrestler Rhino. Captain Music actually one of the heroes that comments, so true, it's really strong, damn this guy. Wrestler Rhino telling them surpassing opponents while being attacked, there is no best feeling in the world. And then, like the shot cuts to the fly designed by Gyro to continue watching the heroes and like analyzing their abilities. Alright, guys, we see here that Gyro actually was planning to use him as bait since the beginning. She knew that he will not be able like to become a dragon level. However, she was able to use him so she can like further understand the powers of the other heroes. This is what he thinks in. This is what he remembers with this is actually the memories of Wrestler Rhino with Gyro, the strategist of the Monster Association. We see here, what's my current level disaster? He asked Gyro. It is a Steel Tiger. This is what Gyro like replied to him. It was indeed Tiger the first time we met, but now you are a demon. I do believe that Gyro has a very specific and true way of testing the level of the masters. She is telling him that he is now demon. However, I want to see you in battle as soon as possible. Occasionally there are monsters who undergo drastic transformation within a short time. To have a few those among the fathers, that's quite a pleasant miscalculation of my part. Alright. Of course, the fight continues. Iron charges against Wrestler Rhino. However, he was unable to cut his horn. Wrestler Rhino comments, "What is this? All you've got, heroes? Who's the strongest? Come out and play." Disaster level demon Rhino wrestler. We see here, guys, that Feather also comment, "He's too reckless. Someone tell him to stop." He's actually referring to E-Iron. You see, guys, how persistent E-Iron and powerful he is. However, he was unable to defeat this demon level. Alright. So we could maybe gauge the abilities of the power level of E-Iron. I would say he's mid to high demon. I'm not sure, guys. What do you think? What about you? Tell me your thoughts about this as well. Okay, Wrestler Rhino, despite the multiple slashes of E-Iron, and we can say here, guys, that E-Iron is actually very powerful because he is fighting using only one hand. I will not stop evolving. I will keep getting stronger through battle. Alright, so this is where the S-Class Atomic Samurai steps in and tells his disciple, "Alright, this is enough, E-Iron. Allow me to take your place." This is Atomic Samurai. This is, guys, after realizing that E-Iron will not be able to cut the horn of Wrestler Rhino. We see here, guys, Master Atomic Samurai. E-Iron actually answers his master and telling him, "Just give me another." Atomic Samurai is telling him, "Actually, no way, this can wait no longer. I won't allow you to indulge in subordinates. You really wanted to cut that horn, right? So this is what Atomic Samurai is actually telling him, let me do it for you." So Atomic Samurai is actually telling E-Iron to step in his place and take care of the demon level. Alright, guys, in this panel right here, we are going to understand the difference between an A-Class and an S-Class. Alright, so Wrestler Rhino comments telling him, "You want me to cut it off? Don't be foolish. Did you not see the battle just now? Whatever, I like your spirit." So, guys, this is actually very stupid of the part of Wrestler Rhino. He does not know anything about this hero. However, he is very confident and underestimating him as well. Poison actually comments and says, "Blades are useless against the master. They'll get killed." Atomic Samurai, this is what Sekingar said, "Use your killer move. I'll be scoring." Alright, this guys, this panel, this picture right here is the difference between the S-Class and the A-Class. We can see here he's just moved his sword a little bit and then unsheathed it. Alright, what happens next? This is, guys, what happens next. We can see here like Wrestler Rhino is done for. However, Atomic Samurai, guys, is so fast. He's so fast. Wrestler Rhino is not able to understand anything. This is what Atomic Samurai says, the S-Class. "Right, we're done here. Time to advance. Can everybody move?" However, Wrestler Rhino is surprised, shocked. He does not know what the hell is going on. He's telling them, it's not all over. However, unfortunately for you, Wrestler Rhino, it is all over. He still haven't realized that he is actually done. This is, guys, what happened in the next panel. "Hey, don't you ignore me." Like Atomic Samurai knows he is done for. And we can see, guys, here a little bit of shame in the face of E-Iron. Of course, Atomic Samurai turns over his shoulder and telling him, Ah, that's right. What's my score? And then we see like his horn, guys, is cut. The very powerful horn that was capable of defeating a lot of heroes is actually cut by Atomic Samurai. All right. He grabs his horn and then said, "Damn you, Gyro Gyro! You told me You told me that I was really strong enough to defeat the S class. You lied to me." And this guy is exactly what I'm telling you. He was manipulating the masters and using them for his own benefits to understand the capabilities and the skills of the hero. And we have here a wrestler Rhino as our first example. And then, guys, we see this epic shot as wrestler Rhino is destroyed into hundred of pieces. He's telling him 100. We can understand that the score was 20, like, or 15 out of 100. And Atomic Samurai gets the full score as he slashes wrestler Rhino into many bits. All right, guys, as we see the body of the demon monster wrestler Rhino explodes, the other monster like saying and commenting also, they killed the wrestler Rhino. What happened? I have no idea, but only he has that sword. We can kill him if we attack together. This must be the strongest hero. Very foolish of the monsters. Of course, they gang up and attack him together. Also, guys, we can see that Atomic Samurai here is actually very proficient, not only in using the sword, but also in using like this toothpick. He was able in few swings to destroy this tiger level monster. Like, like you can see the surprise of the monster saying what, and then in a very quick draw, Atomic Samurai unsheathes his weapon. And then, guys, we see this amazing panel as he destroyed a lot of tiger level without breaking a sweat, like going through them like butter with his very fast sword and his skills. You can see, guys, here that his grip is very powerful. We can see the veins in his grip. Okay, another very beautiful shot drawn by the legendary Murata. We can see here, guys, that he was able to dispatch a large number of monsters. There could be a demon level among them. We do not know. However, it turned into like blood rain. I believe that Zombie Man must be ecstatic, very pleased, because his one of his dreams like is to turn his enemies into rivers of blood. However, this is even something better. He got rains of blood. He can thank Atomic Samurai for this. Alright, guys, you want to take on my sword. Aren't you a little short on numbers? We see here that the support team are actually very surprised. He is telling like unbelievable how powerful is he. We see, guys, more of tiger level monsters are emerging. Atomic Samurai comments. He said, "Oh, so there are more of you. That's enough. Leave them all to me." This is actually another person who is saying this. This is Flashy Flash. Like Atomic Samurai is a little bit surprised. However, Flashy Flash is actually very surprised as he dispatched a lot of monsters with the minimum effort. This is, guys, what Shadowring has to say. Too fast, I couldn't see anything he did. So is this Flashy Flash speed attack. So like even Ninja seeing the monster, he was unable to see how powerful the slashes of Flashy Flash is. Every chapter is a beautiful chapter, guys. Every chapter is a beautiful chapter drawn by Master Murata. We see here, guys, that the monsters actually attack, and we saw this in the trailer. We saw, guys, this shot in the trailer. The monsters are attacking Flash Flash, telling them playtime is over, time to get to work. And we can see here how fast and powerful Flashy Flash as he swings through the monster with ease, destroying them without nothing, like with minimum effort. We can see here, guys, more tiger level monster. We just need to kill one to get the credit. Let's finish that weak looking guy. They're trying to attack Gearspur. Gearspur is actually being targeted. Of course, Captain Mizuki comes to his help, bring it on, and then we see the panel of Super Alloy Darkshine actually protecting Captain Mizuki and protecting Gearspur as well. Of course, guys, with minimum effort. The S-Class are very powerful when they are compared to Demon and Tiger level. However, how will they do against a very powerful monster, like a Dragon level? Like, this is what Alloy Darkshine commands. Are you tired? You should take a break. The kind of training has Alloy Darkshine Senpai put himself through. Very harsh and rigorous. We also see, guys, the S-Class Big God as he is swallowing monsters left and right. And then we have this shot of Puri Puri Prisoner. Here, let's switch. And of course, Puri Puri Prisoner, he is going to show his skills facing off against this many monsters. Let's see, guys, what he is capable of. After his fight with Gypsy King, he was like, I don't know, maybe he trained more so he can be even more powerful. Everyone step back a little. This monster, guys, I think it's a very powerful tiger level monster. He attacks, he swings like his left hand, his fist, into the face of Puri Puri Prisoner. We can see, guys, that Puri Puri Prisoner is unaffected. Like, this punch was nothing to him. He attacks the tiger level with very powerful repetitive shots, destroying the monster in the process. We see here, guys, like he punched him so many times, like the effect of the punches are in his body and the monster is already done for. Only using his bare fists, Puri Puri Prisoner was actually very able to destroy that monster. We see here, guys, Twin Tail, Double Hole, and Feathers are actually very surprised to seeing the capabilities of Puri Puri Prisoner. Did you see that, gentlemen? It's okay. This is what Puri Puri Prisoner are telling them. Well, he did a great job protecting them. If you fell for me, guys, this is actually very hilarious. I forgot about this. Like, he's telling them, if you fell for me, you. He didn't like finish his sentence, and we can see, guys, here, like, nobody is going to fail for him. All of them, like, are taking their distance here, guys, in this shot. And then something like gets thrown in front of Puri Puri Prisoner. What could this be? This is actually the demon level monster Evil Eye. Of course, Tatsumaki made quick work of him. This hatred is so strong, it's even managed to maintain this form after battling Miss Tatsumaki. So, Puri Puri Prisoner believes that he was maintaining his form because Tatsumaki couldn't, like, completely finish him off. Of course, Tatsumaki heard this and turned him into nothing but mincemeat. Not even mincemeat, like he is destroyed. Nothing is rest of him. I didn't sense anything. Tatsumaki only swinging her finger like she was able to get rid of Evil Eye like he was nothing. Of course, guys, Gyro keeps monitoring through her fly, but Child Emperor takes care of that as he swings his powerful blade that emerges from the backpack, killing the swinging monster, the fly. I've already seen everything. It is possible. I'd like to see King's powers as well. Well, this is actually a long shot because nobody knows the power of King, not even the S-Class hero. We see here, guys, Child Emperor commands, I'm not going to let you keep watching. I see, I have no more. I have more or less figured it out. So after watching the attacks, the battle of between the monsters, the father monsters, or let me say, like she threw in a little bit of two, maybe one powerful demon level. However, the rest of them are tiger level, and this is actually to gauge the power of the S-Class heroes and the others. We see here, guys, Gams and also Black S. You know, I can't say his name. We were getting in the mood for killing. Why did you summon us? And then we see, guys, this very epic shot of the cadres. We see Fihrer Ugly, Nian, Orochi, of course, in the back. We see also Homeless Emperor, Black S, and Gams. Alright, guys, a very beautiful chapter. With this, we end the review of chapter 94. I will be doing all the chapter live, guys, alright? I will download all the chapters and then I will be doing them live every single day until I finish everything. And then also when a new chapter comes up, I will also be reviewing that chapter as well. Actually, guys, I want to show you something. I was playing a little bit with the artificial intelligence. This is... I'm not sure if I can... Alright, guys. Yes, this is Captain Musicy, with the Pix verse. You can see, guys, how she is moving. And also, I have this no, this is actually the image. Guys, you can do all kinds of things with the AI. You can see, guys, here how powerfully drawn this image is, and I have actually a video for this. This is, guys, the cadres as they get ready to fight against the masters. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. I will be doing live reviews of One Punch Man until I finish all the chapters, and then I will be even doing more theories. Thank you so much if you made it this far. This has been a Blast Art, and I will be seeing you in the next live review. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my One Punch Man content. Blast Art will always be a One Punch Man channel. Have a great day or have a great evening, everyone.